Hi, Professor Wainaina here, your 5 minutes teacher on education, childhood, youth, parenting, and all things school. Welcome. When you have evaluations with your child's school, you hear terms like ahead, behind, trying, struggling, etc. These terms should neither scare nor impress you. School is not your child's judge, jury, and executioner. It is not the ultimate arbiter of their worth, intelligence, or potential. These terms do nothing to describe your child as a unique individual. They simply place them on a conveyor belt of comparative expectations. When you allow school to dictate the rhythm of your child's life, you risk reducing your child's individuality to a statistic. Your child develops on their own timeline, a truth widely supported by developmental research. Jean Piaget, one of the leading theorists in child development, emphasized that cognitive growth occurs in stages, and these stages cannot be rushed or artificially aligned with external timelines. When schools impose rigid expectations, dictating when a child should read, calculate, or perform, they ignore the natural differences in how children learn. A child labeled behind in reading may simply need more time to connect abstract symbols to meanings. A child considered ahead in math may not be advanced, but rather temporarily focused on that skill at the expense of others. Neither label captures the richness of your child's learning journey. Respecting your child's milestones means stepping back from school's preoccupation with uniformity, comparisons, groups, and labels. You will need to remember that schools have a vested interest in treating children as groups. Age groups and classes are not used in school because your child needs them. They are what we call taxonomic groups created by the schools to make their work on students' management easier. These categories do not account for your child's individuality. In fact, they directly undermine it. Research by people like Carol Giergen and others has shown that children who are forced to conform to arbitrary norms, like happens in school, often experience anxiety, frustration, and diminished self-esteem. When a child internalizes the message that they are behind, they begin to see themselves as incapable. Also, children labeled as ahead may feel pressurized to maintain that status, fearing failure at every turn. You have the power to break this cycle. Your role as a parent is to always champion your child's unique growth, even when it defies the mold. If your child struggles with spelling but loves creating stories, celebrate their creativity instead of lamenting their challenges. If they excel in physical activities but are uninterested in academics, support their passions while gently encouraging curiosity in other areas. Child growth and development is not a race, it is a jigsaw. Each piece added at its own pace contributes to the larger picture of who your child is, becoming. Breaking free from school's artificial markers also requires refining what success looks like. Stop asking whether your child is on grade level and start asking whether they are happy, whether they are curious, and whether they are engaged. Success is not measured by grades, but by a child's ability to explore their interests and develop their strengths. Educationists like Sir Ken Robinson correctly argue that education should be about cultivating individual creativity and diversity, not fulfilling external measures set by the school. Advocating for your child's uniqueness is, however, not easy. You will encounter resistance and schools will call you sumbua. Schools love to remind parents that they are the experts. But remember, if schools are experts, they are experts in systems, not your child. They see a classroom, you see an individual. Their benchmarks serve bureaucracies, your instincts serve your child. Do not surrender your authority as a parent to an institution that cannot see beyond its own metrics. Allow your child to bloom in their own season. Schools can offer valuable resources and enriching environments, but they should be partners in your child's growth, not the rulers of it. When a school insists that your child is ahead, ask ahead of what? If the answers give external metrics and feel hollow, it's because they are. Do not allow school to be the prefect of your child's life. It is far too small a mold for the boundless individuality of your child. Thank you. See you in the next lesson.